I'm Mary, coming at you with hot facts.
Today we will be addressing the LSD epidemic. Here is a picture of LSD. LSD comes in pill, tablet, and stamp form. This is the pill form, but as you may know, Jimi Hendrix had the stamp form on his forehead, which is why he always wore the bandana.
Yes, we will be discussing the psychological, physiological, and social effects of this harmful drug that we see today.
First, the psychological effects. LSD is a drug that creates hallucinations, called trips, for the user. This includes impaired time and depth perception, distorted perception of the size and shape of objects, movements, color, sounds, touch, and the user's own body image.
Wow, this sounds really crazy.
While this may seem fine and dandy if the image is of, say, a big purple bear,
Like this one?
just like that one, but can be very scary for people who experience bad trips. This can be frightening to the user, as anyone would be scared of hundreds of black, hairy spiders crawling on them.
Imagine this.
Scary stuff. Along with these images comes the fear of losing control and their touch on reality. Due to this fear, LSD users experience panic attacks, depression, and suicidal thoughts.
Wow, I never knew a bad trip was linked to so many issues, let alone this intense.
It really is intense.
I'm also reading of the severe depression that can be caused by the use of LSD, or acid. Even more terrifying are the suicidal thoughts or attempts that may follow this episode of depression.
And these are just the psychological effects.
The physiological effects are scary too. They include dilated pupils, high body temperature, sweating, chills, loss of appetite, sleepiness, dry mouth, tremors, increased blood pressure, increased heart rate, insomnia, and dizziness. Whew.
Wow, and that doesn't even include overdose.
Yes, overdose is even worse. One vomits, suffers from gastric bleeding, which is severe bleeding in the stomach, and difficulty breathing, and potential one can fall into a coma, or even more severe, death.
That sounds really serious, Mary.
Yes, Maddie, it really is. LSD is not a drug to be taken lightly, that's for sure.
Drugs can be really scary and can have serious repercussions on the user and on family, friends, and community members.
Yes, there are many social effects of using LSD. If the user is experiencing a bad trip, it is likely they could lash out and become very aggressive toward the people around them. Also, with an altered sense of reality, LSD users are more likely to commit crimes. Thus, an LSD epidemic can increase crime rates. It's so awful, Maddie.
So LSD can really ruin someone's life.
It sure can. Also, LSD prohibits one from holding a steady job. This can affect families because users are unable to provide financially for their loved ones. Without money, family members may lose their home, not be able to buy food, and much, much, much more. Also, an LSD outbreak can impact a community by increasing poverty levels. Also, users put the public and passengers in dangers when driving a car. Car accidents are much more likely when one is under the influence of LSD.
Look at this. Look how scary.
It's devastating the lives that LSD can take just by getting into a driver's seat of a car, Maddie.
Yep.
Also, users tend to give up hobbies because it takes up time from using LSD. And finally, LSD can separate families because of one's addiction to the drug. Imagine a simple drug ruining your relationship with your mom, Maddie.
That'd be awful, Mare. That's so sad that one person doing drugs can affect so many others. And to get a first-hand report of LSD and its effects, we go to Mary for this exclusive.
Thank you, Maddie. As you can see here, viewers, I am on location, and the person standing next to me is Jenny, here to tell us her story of her past drug use with LSD.
Hi, yes, my name is Jenny, and unfortunately, I have experienced LSD firsthand, but I learned my lesson, and I am here to tell my story.
please continue and tell everybody at home what it's really like and your true story.
Yes, well, after taking the
I think we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Maddie, I think we're back.
Okay, sorry. As I was saying, after taking the acid, I imagined that I had driven head on into an 18-wheeler and we were killed. I could hear the screeching metal, then a dark and evil quiet. I was terrified at this point. I actually thought we were dead. For a year, I wouldn't go into a cemetery because I was terrified that I would find my own grave. Jenny.
I am so sorry that you let that happen to yourself. It sounds terrifying.
It really was. But it was enough to keep me away from LSD after that.
Thank you, Jenny. We're gonna get back to the studio now. Back to you, Maddie.
Bye, Mom. Wow. That was a really scary story.
It was hard for me to do.
Yeah, I'm sure, Mary. I'm sure. That poor girl, poor Jenny. Well, we hope that you have learned a lot about LSD today and understand that it is a very, very serious and bad drug to be involved with.
Yes, say no to drugs with all of us here tonight. And we can change the world. At least from here at Hot Facts, we hope you took this seriously and know that LSD is a very bad drug. But now, signing off is Mary and Maddie. Good night.